From the Deep State Study Group. How the UK secretly sprayed 4,600 kilograms of zinc cadmium over the English population from 1953 to 1964. The Fluorescent Particle Trials. I was reading a fascinating scientific article, written by Fabien Deruele, when I came across a story about some experiment that was done by the UK that caught my attention. In an article from The Guardian from 2002, we can read the following description of that experiment. One chapter of the report, The Fluorescent Particle Trials, reveals how between 1955 and 1960, 3 planes flew from northeast England to the tip of Cornwall, along the north, south and west coasts, dropping huge amounts of zinc cadmium sulphide on the population. The chemical drifted miles inland, its fluorescence allowing the spread to be monitored. In another trial using zinc cadmium sulphide, a generator was towed along a road near Frome in Somerset, where it spewed the chemical for an hour. While the government has insisted the chemical is safe, cadmium is recognized as a cause of lung cancer, and during the Second World War was considered by the Allies as a chemical weapon. The 60-page report was released, Official Kilograms of Zinc Cadmium. In 2002, a 60-page report was released that provided the public with a comprehensive official history of Britain's biological weapons. Trials between 1940 and 1979. Many of these tests involved releasing potentially dangerous chemicals and microorganisms over vast swaths of the population without the public being told. In the UK, Parliament questions were asked about this report, and a certain Dr. Mooney reassured the public that the experiment would not have resulted in any adverse health effects. This conclusion was based on a study that also released that during the period 4,600 kilograms of zinc cadmium was released over an unknowing population. Some reflections in an earlier article, we discussed another little British experiment that was done by the UK government on their own people. Between 1952 to 1958, they wanted to see how people would react to being relatively close to nuclear explosions. This fluorescent zinc cadmium spraying experiment is yet another example of a government that uses their own population as guinea pigs for their own secret experiments. Seen from this perspective, it should be no surprise that governments are allowing all kinds of other secret experiments on their citizens. For more articles on this spraying dossier, you can find links to related documentaries in the footnotes of those articles. If you want to read a bit about other interesting developments in the UK, you might be interested in the Blade Runners or the C-40 hobby of London's Mayor Sadiq Khan.